It's hard to believe, but after 30 years, Brother Lucian and Sister Mary met each other for the very first time behind the walls of an institution. The story begins like this. When Lucian and his younger brother were little, they were told they had a sister named Mary, but she died shortly after birth. Decades upon decades later, they were told the truth. When Mary was born, she had numerous disabilities, and doctors and the family priest advised their parents to, quote-unquote, put her away. And that's exactly what happened. From birth to the age of 25, Mary lived in 5 different public institutions, including Northville State Psychiatric Hospital, which, coincidentally, was where Lucian discovered her, by accident, when applying for a job.
The funny part was probably about 6 months before, I was laid off for a couple of months from work, and I went there to apply for a job at Northville, and one of my buddies was a supervisor out there because I'm a social worker, and I didn't get the job, and I didn't understand why quite. Then I found out later, that in the record that said siblings should not be made aware of her. And so if I worked at Northville, I'd be made aware of her, so I didn't get the job.
Shortly after learning about his sister Mary, who was very much alive, he started asking questions, and when he didn't get anywhere at the hospital, he made a call to Lansing, and that's when doors started to open. Lucian describes the very first time he laid eyes on his baby sister.
Well, it was exciting because I had no idea what she looked like, how high functioning she was. They told me low, but what does that mean? I don't know. I worked in special ed for 33 years, and it can mean a lot of things. So until I saw her, I had no idea what to expect or anything, and it was very cool. And it was even the other home she was at before this one was a mile from my house. So, I'd pop in when unexpected to make sure things were going good. And the homes she's been in have been fantastic.
During this time period, the state of Michigan was closing down all public institutions, and soon Mary was moved into a home in the community with a few roommates. Although Mary doesn't communicate verbally, her brother and staff know she's happy and peaceful. Lucian comes to visit often, and he shares pictures and stories of Mary's nieces and nephews. And although the brother and sister have now been reunited and see each other often, every time Lucian tells the story, he just can't believe he found her after all these years.
Well, it's naturally shock at first. I see a little bit of me in her, and the eyes and something, and I see in our family, little features and everything. No matter what special needs she has, she's still a Domin.